Hello, my friends. It's Becky. Welcome back to my channel. On my channel, I am going through my good midlife crisis where I am journeying through my 40s and I am working oh so hard to get my poop in a group. In order to do this, I have been working on my physical, my financial, and my mental health. And today is a financial health check-in. Today, we are going to be setting up my budget for December of 2023. Y'all, we are almost to the last month of this crazy year. I have no idea how we are almost to December, but here we are. It's the middle of November and it's almost December and it's time to set this budget up. So come along with me and let's do that. I do my budgeting using a combination of the budget by paycheck method by the Budget Mom. I have a digital version of her book and I print that out. And then I also digitally cash stuff using YNAB, which is You Need a Budget. And I set my plan up every month at the beginning of the month, and then I close it out every week just to make sure everything rolls over and adds up correctly. And I do that all in this plan, in this book, and I film that for you. And then I do every week when I set up my budget, with actual money, my actual money, I do that digitally in YNAB and I film those and I have a whole playlist and I will link that in the description box below. So let's go ahead and get started on December. For me, this is a 4-week, 1, 2, 3, 4, oh shoot, it's 5 weeks. Nope, it's 4 weeks because the 29th is the start of my January budget. Okay, so this is a 4-week month for me. I have 2 paychecks, but they don't start until the 8th. So my first week is gonna start with only rollover. I know most people familiar with a zero-based budget, you don't have rollover, but I do end up rolling over a little bit at a time just because I get paid bi-weekly, but I budget weekly. I like to start off on this calendar page. I do buy my stickers from Life in Envelopes, Jennifer Bleacher. I plan to put this video out on Monday, November the 20th. And this sticker set, she just announced today she is retiring. So if you like this sticker set and you want to get it, it should be 20% off in her shop right now, which I also have linked below in the description box. It should be 20% off, but you have to get it by Wednesday because after Wednesday, she will no longer offer this sticker set. So I'm glad I got mine. But this is one of the ones that she is retiring. She is retiring, I think she said like 6 of them. I watched that video this morning, but I can't remember all of them. But this is definitely one. And another cut, there's like 2 of them that I really, really like that I think I'm gonna go try to order before she retires them. So anyway, I get my stickers from her and this is my December layout. Anyway, I do weigh-ins every Wednesday. My goal for December, and we'll zoom in over here in a minute, but my goals are just to maintain my weight. I'm not going to try to lose. If I lose, that's fantastic, but it's holidays. So realistically, I just don't want to gain anything over the holidays. But I will continue to weigh in and hopefully I will continue to post my videos on Wednesdays. That is my goal now. I have, like I said, my 2 paydays, the Friday the 8th and Friday the 22nd. I have a doctor's appointment on the 21st, which I know is really, really close to Christmas, but that's where they put it. This is with my nutritionist / weight management doctor. So I will see him on the 21st. I have a holiday dinner planned with some friends on the 9th. I am really looking forward to that. That sticker was crooked, but I could not straighten it because that was actually part of like a sticker set that I picked up at Walmart. These are really cute, by the way. I just grabbed this at Walmart. Like, I think it was like $5. I don't even know. But anyway, I got like these llamas and a lot of stickers from there too. Then I have my niece's birthday. My niece is going to be 23 years old on the 16th. And then my bestie's birthday is on the 19th. Jaden, Nathan's oldest son is coming home on the 20th. Unfortunately, the younger son is not going to be joining us this year. He has decided to stay up north, but Jaden will be here on the 20th, and then his parents come in on the 22nd, so we'll have Nathan's family here for the holidays. That will be fun. Nathan is my roommate / landlord / best friend that I live with. I've lived with him for years, so his kids have grown up with me. I've known them since they were 4 and 7, and Jaden will be 18 by the time he gets here, so whew, that's mind-blowing. But anyway, so I've known them forever, so his family is feels very much like my family, and they will be here for Christmas. And then obviously Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And then we plan to go camping the weekend of New Year's Eve, as long as we can find someone to watch the dogs, because obviously if we're all camping, somebody has to watch the dogs. So as long as somebody can watch the dogs, the plan is to go camping this weekend. So that is my December in a nutshell. Let's zoom in real quick up here, just so we can see my goals. But like I said, my goal, that's as zoomy as I can get, just to maintain my weight and then to stay on budget, because for those of you who know me, my love language is giving, and this is obviously a very giving time of year. And so most of my holiday shopping is done. Like the majority of it is done. I have like 2 more gifts to buy. But for the most part, I am done. And that is my goal for November, is to finish all of my holiday shopping, the big stuff. So hopefully December shouldn't be as bad. And then I think I'm going to try to do a no spend, low spend again. Sorry, I zoomed out a little bit too much. In January, we will see. I know Liz at Budget and Balance and I were talking about doing that again into January. Liz, if you're watching this, hit me up. Let me know if you're up for doing a January one. Okay, let's get into week 1 and see how my December should shape up. Okay, week 1 goes from December 1st through December 7th, and it is so unusual for me for my weeks to actually start, my months to start on the 1st, so I'm super excited that the Friday, like the 1st is a Friday, so that's really exciting for me because I'm lame. And my rollover should be about $1,800. I don't have an exact number because I'm only in week 3. And it just started. It's only Sunday now, and I did this budget yesterday, so I really started this like the first day of my week 3 budget. So I don't have an exact number, so I'm estimating about $1,800, and I'm hoping that's accurate. So that's the only income I am anticipating. My rent should be about $600. Sometimes it's a little less, sometimes it's a little more, but I always budget about $600. Mom's insurance, I do pay some bills for my mom, and if you are curious about why I do that, I explained that a couple of months ago, and I will put a link to that video in the description box below. It's kind of a long story, and it's kind of an emotional story, so I don't want to get into that, but I did explain it, so I will put that below. Geico is my car insurance. This is for 2 cars, so that is also due on the 1st. I have a YouTube Premium account that is $15.14, and then Aflac is my supplemental insurance I pay for a cancer policy. I do have Aflac that comes out of my work pre-tax, but I signed up for this one when my niece was my dependent, and so she is covered until she is 26, and as I just mentioned, she is only fixing to be 23. So since she's covered under this one, I went ahead and kept this one. If I signed up now again under my new job, she would not be covered because she is no longer my dependent. So I'm keeping this one and paying out of pocket for it, $37.57. That is a bill total for week 1 of December of $1,021.31, leaving me $778.69 to pull down into my cash envelopes, which are my variable expenses. Again, I don't do cash, so these are obviously not cash, but this is what, if I did do cash, this is what would go into my purse to carry around with me. These are the variable expenses for the week. I am giving myself $40 a week for dining out, $100 a week for groceries, $10 a week for fun, $60 a week for ecclesial expenses. This is for my church donation. $40 of this is for the actual donation, and $20 is for a meal if we go out for a meal. We don't always go out for a meal. We don't even usually go out for a meal, especially this time of year when everybody's got family in town and things going on. Like, for example, this week, we did not go today after church, so I have $20 to roll back into my budget. Pet expenses is $50 a month. This is a monthly thing. I only fill this at the beginning. And this is for dog food, cat food, things like that. Household is $50 a month. Honestly, this month I went way over that because I was out of things like toilet paper and dishwasher pods, the things you put in your dishwasher, and fabric softener, things like that that you don't buy every month. You only buy like once every 6 months, but they just happen to be out this month, so I bought them all this month. Budgeting is $25 a month. That is for my stickers. and pens if I need them. And by the way, if you're looking for pens, there is a link below to my Amazon affiliate links, and pens are on there. And if there's anything that you are looking for and you really want to support my channel, let me know and I will send you an affiliate link for that thing. I don't qualify for a landing page, a home page. I'm not large enough, so they won't give me a landing page, and the only way I can do it is if I have my own website, which I don't, or if I can put it in YouTube, and YouTube only gives me so many links. So if you want to support my channel and you have something that you were planning on buying anyway, just let me know and I can send you a link for that thing and it will give me credit for it. Otherwise, it's totally cool. But I do have links to things like these pens and the paper that I use to print this out, which is like a nice thick paper if you are looking to print out your book for next year. I also have the camera that I use and the microphone that I use and things like that on here as well. So check those out if you are not already supporting another creator and you want to buy them anyway. If you are going to buy them, don't do that. Don't just go buy them just to buy them. But anyway, that's what that money is for. Giving is $100. Again, that is my love language. I have 2 birthdays this month though. I have already purchased those birthday gifts, so I don't know. We'll see. Stuff I forgot is my miscellaneous category, and then coffee is a new one for me. I lowered my dining out from 50 to 40, and I gave myself a coffee budget of $15 every week because I have a Dutch Brothers addiction because they are amazing. So that is an envelope total of $470, leaving me $308.69. And I'm going to pull that up to my sinking funds. So sinking funds, most people are probably very familiar with them, but just in case you're not and you're new to budgeting and you're trying to get started, sinking funds are where you set aside a little bit of money at a time so that way when you have a bill come due, you have it set aside. An example of that is holiday giving. Every month I set aside $85, and then at the end of the year, I have $1,000 set aside for my Christmas shopping. My car registration, every month I put $18.75 away, and then in October when my car registration and inspection are due, I have $100. My car registration is about $75, my inspection is about $25, and so that's about $100 that I know I will need in October when that is due. So $18.75 every month gets me $100 by October. So every month I set aside just a little bit, and then when I need that money, I have the full amount and I don't have to try to come up with the full amount right then, which is hard to do if you've never budgeted before and you're used to just trying to come up with, oh no, it's time for registration. Where am I going to come up with that $100? I don't have it this month. What am I going to do? You just start saving it now. $5 a month for my Costco membership. So every month, $85 for holiday giving. Mom's utilities. Again, I pay mom's bills. Not all of them. My mom pays plenty of her own bills, but I pay a handful of them. And that's just because I wanted to. I'm just going to put that out in case you don't go watch my other video. My mom can pay her bills. This is because I wanted to. So that's why. Car registration, $18.75. Costco, $5. Power Suite, that is the editing software that I use. That is $8.75 a month. Car maintenance, I am putting $50 toward that. I did wipe that out this month to get my transmission flush, and then I'm starting to do some of the stuff that they recommended. Nathan has been helping me out. He changed out my serpentine belt last week he changed out my spark plugs, so man, he's handy. Anyway, I'm working on that, so trying to build that back up so I can get some of this next things done. Clothes, $25 toward my clothes because I have been on a weight loss journey and I do need new clothes. Find Me Gluten Free is an app that I use. Again, it's an annual subscription fee, and I just put away $1.84 a month. That way when the annual subscription comes due in October, almost all of my annual subscriptions are due in October, by the way. I don't know what it is about that month, but that's when like all of my things are due. $1.84 a month gets me my annual subscription fee by October. And then Passport is for when my passport is due. I can't remember the year now, but when it's due, I will have $150 saved toward the passport. So that's $1.77 a month. That is a sinking fund total of $12.96 sorry, I don't know where that number came from. $296.11, leaving me $12.58, which I'm going to roll into week 2. I forgot to put YNAB on here, which is why I have money left over. I was like, I normally try to roll over only exactly what I need, and this was a little bit off, and I was like, why is that off? And then I got like to the end of the month, and I realized I forgot to include YNAB, which, hello, Becky, it's YNAB. I talk about YNAB all the time. How did I forget YNAB? So I just went back and put it on week 2 because that way I only had to, I had one less week to erase stuff on, honestly, is why I did it instead of adding it to week 1. So you'll see on week 2. It's good there. Week 2 goes from the 8th through the 14th. All of my budgets go from a Friday to a Thursday because Fridays are my paydays. So I start them on a payday and then I end them on the day before a payday. I'm rolling over that $12.58 and then I should get a paycheck, which I anticipate to be around $17.18 and then 14 cents. So that should be an income total of $1,730.72, and I somehow have no bills due this week. Not one bill is due this week, so that's nice. Then my envelope total, I have on every week $40 toward dining out, $100 toward groceries, $10 toward fun, and $15 toward coffee, $60 toward my ecclesial expenses, my church donation. On paydays, I give myself $25 toward my self-care fund and $50 toward gas. Self-care is similar to a sinking fund for me in that I put it in there and then I save it until I use it. I could use it all this week. I could save it all and build it up to where if I want to do something big like a pedicure or a massage, I could do that. So it's a sinking fund, but it also is not really a specific goal in mind for a sinking fund. So I include it in my cash envelopes. And then gas is for my car, gasoline. So that is an envelope total of $300, leaving me $1,430.72 to roll into sinking funds. And then I have just 2 to work on: vacation for $50, which I included on this week because I didn't have enough to include it on the last week, and YNAB $10.56 because I totally forgot about it the previous week. So that is a sinking fund total of $60.56, leaving me $1,370.16. I have some savings that I am doing. I am putting $100 into my emergency fund. I have $53 going into my 52-week challenge. This is the last month I am doing my 52-week challenge. I don't believe I am going to roll that into 2024. I am going to try to do some savings challenges, but I'm going to try to do different savings challenges in 2024. So I am going to do this through December, and then in January we'll start a new one. And I will have my 2024 budget setup coming out very shortly, probably in the next week. So watch out for that one. My baby Joe and my baby Jet. These are my great nephews. So my nephew has 2 sons now. Baby Joe just turned 1 year old, and baby Jet was just born on the 8th of this month. And I am saving $1 a week for each of them. I'm saving their age. I've been saving $1 a week for baby Joe, even though he wasn't quite a year old yet. Now he is, and I will continue to save $1 until he turns 2, and then I'll save $2 a week for him. And I'll do the same for Jet. I'll save $1 a week for him until he is 2, and then I'll save $2. And then once they're 3, I'll save $3. That's how I'm going to do those savings. Lord willing, that's my plan. It's easy when they're 1. Once they're 18, it's probably going to get a little tougher. But hopefully I'll have more money by then and it won't be as tough. And that is a savings total of $157, leaving me $1,213.16 to roll into week 3. Week 3 goes from the 15th through the 21st. So this has both my nieces and my bestie's birthdays on it this week. I'm rolling over that $1,213.16, and then my friend Seth should pay me $460. This is for his car payment and for his insurance payment. So as I mentioned, my car insurance has 2 cars on it. If you're not new, you already know this story. If you are new, before I started my financial journey, my good midlife crisis, I was making horrible financial decisions, and one of those was to finance a car for my niece that I absolutely could not afford in any way. And she was getting money for my sister's benefits. My sister passed away, her mother, and when she turned 18 and she no longer received those benefits, she couldn't afford that payment, and I could not afford that payment. Fortunately, Seth, who is a friend and a church member, was looking for a car and agreed to take over payments. So he makes that payment every month. And then the car is also, since it's in my name, the insurance is in my name. And so he just pays me and I make those payments. And yes, that is all, everybody is aware of that. Because somebody else asked me about that last month. Yes, the insurance is aware, the finance company is aware. Yes, everybody is aware that he drives this car. So it's all in my name, so I make the payments. And that's why he sends me the money. So anyway, that is an income total of $1,673.16. The bills that I have are Planet Fitness should be coming out that week. That is my gym membership. And I'm going to be completely honest, y'all. I haven't been to the gym in like a week and a half. It's just been very mentally draining the last couple of weeks, but I'm hoping to get back to it. OneDrive is my it's OneDrive. It's my Google OneDrive. It's also my Microsoft Office subscription, and I leave a couple of extra dollars in here for my instant ink for when I print and I go over. I did not put anything in there last month, and I just let it pull out of what was extra because I had a lot of extra money in this because I've been building it up, and I had a lot. But I'm going to start putting some extra because in December I'm going to have to print, well actually it'll probably be this week, I'm going to have to print extra to print the beginning of my January budget, so for the budget setup. Waldo is my contacts. I wear daily contacts and they ship to me every 4 weeks from Waldo. That's $50 a month, and the Mattress Firm is a no interest loan for my mattress, for my purple mattress and the adjustable base. That is $80 a month. So that is a bill total of $167.11. That should leave me $1,506.05 to pull down into my envelopes. For envelopes, I only have my 5 normal because it's not a paycheck week and it's not the beginning of the month. So it's $40 toward dining out, $100 for groceries, $10 for fun, $15 for coffee, and $60 for ecclesial. That's $225 total for the envelopes, leaving me $1,281.05. And I have nothing else going on this week. So we'll go to the 4th and final week of December. In December, week 4 goes from the 22nd through the 28th. So there's Christmas in here, so I don't know. There might be extra groceries, but not as much dining out. I don't know. Again, the holidays are weird. I never know how the money is going to really be spent. But I should roll over that $1,281.05, and then I should have a paycheck coming in, $1,718.14. And that should be an income total of $2,999.19. The bills that are due. I have an internet bill due, and that this month is $80.06. And I know that's up, and I know a lot of you told me, and I did know, and I was planning to call and see if they can reinstate any specials, because they had, my bill went up, not because my bill went up, but because they reduced the amount that they were taking off of my bill. They were giving me a credit. And I know it won't be as good because the credit that I had was because I was canceling. And that was like a retention special that they gave me. And it wasn't a bluff. I actually had already installed another company. The other company had already come in and installed, and I had already started service with them before I canceled, because Nathan and I both work from home most of the time. I work from home 100%. He works from home 3 or 4 days a week. So I was like, I can't be without internet. So I'd already set up the other company before I called to cancel, and then they gave me a really good deal. And I don't know that I'll get another one like that because I'm not trying to cancel it again. But we'll see. I am going to call them this week if I have time. It's Thanksgiving week and I'm busy at work and we're short-staffed, but I'm going to try. My debt consolidation loan is due. It's $167. Cinemark is $6.48. This is my movie club subscription where I get a movie ticket every other month, and then I get no online fees when I buy tickets online, and I have 20% off of my concessions. My water bill, I always budget $120. It should not be this much money, but I always budget that. That is the highest I've ever seen it, is $119 something. Seth's car, this is where I make the car payment for Seth's car, $269.85. And then my mom's phone bill, $61.01. This should go down starting here because I had a phone financed, and it should be paid off here. And after it's paid off, I might see about switching her to something like Mint, But if I do that, this will go down significantly, but this will go up because I do have them on the same plan, and I do get a little bit of a discount because I have internet and cell phone from the same company. But I don't think this will go up enough to justify, like Mint is $15 a month. I don't think it'll justify the difference in price there. So we'll see what I can do with that. I'm going to have to play around with that, but it'll probably be in January before I do anything with that. So for December, this is my plan. That is a bill total of $704.40, leaving me $2,294.79 to pull down to my envelopes. Again, this is a paycheck week, so I have my normal 5 plus the 2 paycheck week ones. So 40 to dining out, 100 to groceries, 10 to fun, 15 to coffee, and 60 to ecclesial, then 25 into my self-care, and 50 into gas. And that is an envelope total of $300, leaving me $1,994.79. Sinking funds, I don't have anything. That's typically just something that I do on the very first week of the month, unless I am doing something extra at the end of the month, like this month. In November, on the last week of the month, I'm going to put something into my vacation fund because I'm going out of town next week. So on Friday, well, it's this week actually, but it's next week's budget. So I have to put something extra into my vacation fund. Extra debt. This at the end of the month, on the last week, I always try to do extra debt. This is to get my last 2 things. These are my last 2 things that I have debt on, paid off. Seth's car, this is that car. I refinanced it when I took out my debt consolidation loan, and it didn't lower the payments very much. It's only $55.42, so he continues to pay me the original amount because it was $325.27, and it only lowered it to $269.85. So we just make that extra debt payment. So it's an additional $55.42 every month. But what it did do is lower the interest from like 12 point something to 5.6 or 6.5. 6.5 is my new interest rate. It's been like a year and a half since I did it. So I can't remember exactly. I'm pretty sure it's 6.5 now. So it lowered the interest rate almost in half. And this loan should be paid off by the end of the year of 2024, Lord willing. So I'm very excited to get this loan paid off. My debt consolidation loan should also be paid off in 2024. How soon it is paid off is completely up to me and how much extra I can continue to put into it. I plan to put an extra $220 into it in December. Hopefully I can do that. Just depends on how overboard I go with gift giving, and I know me well enough to know that I might, but I'm planning to not. So please don't judge me too harshly if I do. I just love people, and I love buying them things because giving people things makes me happy. Seeing other people's happiness makes me happy, and it's been a tough couple of months, and I just like buying things for people. But I planned to put $220 into my debt consolidation. No matter what, I do plan to have this paid off by the end of next year. I hope to have it paid off by the first half of next year, but it might be later depending on how much I put into it. I plan to put $220 into it in December. So that is an extra debt total of $275.42, leaving me $1,719.37 to pull down to my extra to my extra savings. Again, this will be my last 52-week savings. And I know, Libby, you asked me why because again, I am reading your comments. I am reading them. I just haven't had a chance to respond. And I'm going to try to do that this afternoon. So hopefully by the time you see this video, I will have responded to your comments because I'm going to try to do that Sunday. And this video won't come out until Monday. But this 52-week challenge, the reason I'm not pulling money out is because one of my goals for 2023 was to finish the year without touching money in this savings challenge. And if I can do that, I would really like to do that. And if the only reason to pull money out of this is to put it into a category that I am not really needing money in right now, just to put it there and not use it, or to pay off a no interest debt that has no interest and I can pay off in January. I can pull this money and pay it in January. Then I will pull this money and pay it in January so I can reach my goal, because I have never finished a savings challenge and I would really like to finish the savings challenge just to prove to myself that I can. So that is the main reason that I am not pulling money out of this savings challenge, just because there's no real need for it. If I needed it, it's there and I would do it. But I don't need it. So I'm going to try to leave it there as long as I can. And then at the end of the year, I'll probably move it into an emergency fund just because I don't have one. And I would really like to have an emergency fund because it would make me feel better to have one. And then here's my $2 each for my great nephews, Joey and Jet. And so that is a savings total challenge of $57. That leaves me $1,662.37. This is the end of the year and this is the end of the month. So technically everybody thinks this should be zero. I know everybody's like, why is that not zero? Because I got paid this week. See that? I got a paycheck, which means the first week of January, if I don't roll over money, I don't have any money. I don't have a paycheck. So I need this money to roll into January to cover the first of the month expenses like my rent and my car insurance and my mom's car insurance and my sinking funds and my envelopes. So I have to roll over money into my first week of January. And then I will zero out my first week of January's budget, and that will be my zero-based budget. Okay, y'all. That's my December setup. I have no idea how 2023 is just about over, but here we are at the end of the year. How was your year? Is your December looking good? Are you going to meet your goals, do you think? Are you going to reevaluate them for next year and try again? There are definitely some that I am going to reevaluate, and there are definitely some that I have been able to meet. So I hope that your year has been really good. Your December is looking wonderful. I hope everybody has a wonderful Thanksgiving week with their friends or family, however you choose to celebrate it or not celebrate it, as you will. And I hope you are having a fantastic day. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up on your way out. And if you are interested in following this or any of my other journeys, hit that subscribe button like I just hit that light stand. And come along with me, journey with me, and we can do this together. All right, y'all, I love you, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.